Okay, what's good, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here and we somehow stumbled into your recommended, stick around for a second. I do have a question for you if you are a Demon Slayer player. To everybody that's subbed already, what's good? Glad we popped out in the sub box. Back again, two uploads in one day. Might seem a little crazy, but this is entirely different. So, and originally I was gonna mince words, but then I remember who I work with, and I know he don't give a fuck, so I'm not about to carry you. So we're putting the tournament together, and I want a tournament for mid-level players. Not necessarily like if you feel like you're mid-level, pop out. But obviously, if you've like won a wanted or like you've been in like grand finals of Glob Crew tournament, don't pop out. Like you can watch, but I want a place where people that maybe aren't. Look at that connection. That connection is nuts. We'll talk about that in a second. I want a place where people that have maybe not competed or considering competing but haven't taken that step just yet. Maybe they play a little bit of ranked, a little bit of online. They're like third Dan, second Dan fair, right? Like they've won a couple games, but like they really don't like they really haven't been able to like put it together type beat. Um, I would love a place. I would love a place for those people to compete. And in an ideal world, it's daily, but it's I definitely say like weekly is fair. Don't have all of those details worked out. Don't really technically even have a set date because I do want secondary opinions, right? And I can explain why and explain what took so long. So over here at Comics Competitive Corner, we did have a Bleach tournament day one, 8 people. Shout out to all the people that participated. Shout out to the viewers that would follow up and subsequently watch those videos. And that was a good experience. I don't have a problem with that experience. With Demon Slayer, though, there had already been a prior iteration. This is Demon Slayer 2, obviously. And so for me, I wanted something that was going to be a little more like I wanted to wait and see like how bad netcode was. I wanted to see what new characters were going to be there, and similar to like the Bleach tournament, I thought Bleach was a different beast because there was no set idea of a meta. But for Demon Slayer, I wanted to see what every other character was going to be like and who was going to be what. Finding out that like Sanemi has the highest defense and some of the highest level attack, I figured out a Sanemi combo within like that was half of someone's that was a half a health bar depending on the character in like I don't know 7 to 8 minutes. If I figure that out in a tournament, you can run a tournament of new people into the ground. Like it would have been extremely possible with no like tech to consider or anything like that. And I'm not a new player either. So a day one tournament was possible, but I also wanted to wait to see like what netcode was like. How easy was it to bring people? How easy was it to connect two players together? How easy was it to put people all in one big lobby? You know, that sort of thing. And with that said, a month has passed. I've learned some things. I've picked some things up. So I figure now's as good a time as any to actually start working on putting together a tournament. Now, all of those things said, I will say that I want to kind of go down some other lanes while everything is being put together and while I decide like how big I want the bracket to be, etc. I do want it on individual videos, not this one, talk about like connection and character bands and all that type of stuff. But those videos will be later in like the following days, not weeks or months or anything like that. But yeah, in short, making a tournament, and the tournament is hopefully going to be for mid-core new players, give them a place where they feel like they can compete, win some bread from time to time, and just like, you know, have a chance to like not end up against, I guess what we will call in Gamerland, a sweat on a Tuesday. That's pretty much all I got. Oh, also, let me ask y'all the questions first. I'm gonna I'm gonna put the way I'm gonna phrase this is for shorts format. So we are making a tournament, yes, for mid level and new players, because I also want to see an expansive roster, as I'm seeing Makomo and Sabito up there. I want to see an expansive roster played. I want y'all to do a couple of things for me. We're making a tournament, so tell me, comment section of the short that this gets put into, or the full sized video that this gets put into as well. What character are you playing? What character would you ban? And how long, like how many matches do you feel like make for a good set? Would you say best 2 out of 3, best 3 out of 5? Does match duration matter to you? Would you want like a single elim one to one, like one hit, one winner takes all type tournament? Does that make sense? What would you want? What would you want? What is your main? And then how many matches? Like what's the match style? That's 2 out of 3, 3 out of 5. A one hitter quitter. What would you prefer? That's all I got, and I don't want this video to be like 30 minutes long. I'm gonna let this end and kind of yap for a second, cause actually I don't really think, I don't know. I don't think that matters. This video not really gonna see the light of day anyway. Cause this connection was nuts. Both the last game, as you could clearly see, and this one, connection was nuts. But anyway, yeah, nah. That's all I got pretty much. I'm really just kind of stalling out because I think I win this. Anyway, yeah, nah. Hope everything's good with y'all. I'm dead. I'm just gonna do this. I'm not gonna. Ooh, look at that damage. Anyway, y'all have a good one. Y'all be easy. Y'all be safe. Answer those questions in the comment box below. I'm gonna see y'all later. Set date and all that other stuff hasn't been exactly determined. A few more internal conversations have to be had, but we are in the beginning interworkings of what will hopefully be weekly tournaments. So I definitely would appreciate and do kind of, to a certain degree, need y'all to answer them questions. Y'all have a good one. Ooh, look at the wind. Wasted just enough time. Y'all be easy. Y'all be safe. Peace.
Please don't take off my mind.